No one ever died from working too hard, right? Wrong. 1,000 people die every year in Japan because of a heavy and excessive workload. There's even a term for it, corrosion. Watch how one artist is trying to bring attention to the issue.
These are not dead bodies. This is not a crime scene. These are businessmen passed out on the streets of Tokyo after a long day at the office. These photos were taken by documentary filmmaker Allegra Pacheco, who visited Japan for the first time in 2012 and was shocked to discover that this scene was not uncommon.
I thought it would be really interesting to just circle it. You circle things to raise awareness or to highlight something, right? To remember something.
Pacheco wanted to know how someone can start their day at the office and end up sleeping in the street. So she followed these salarymen from when they left their jobs to the moment they passed out. What she found was that this was just a symptom of a much bigger problem in Japan, a culture of extreme overwork, oftentimes to the point of complete exhaustion and even death.
Now, the Japanese are not the only ones who overwork. Americans work 137 more hours than Japanese do every year. And 1 out of 3 Americans don't even take a vacation from work. Now, whether it's to advance in their career or because they just can't unplug during a vacation, workaholism is an issue that seriously affects people's lives. Did you know that at least half of all workaholics get a divorce? Whether or not your boss likes it, workaholism is a problem. But what's the way out? Well, the first fix would probably be fixing the way we think, like our modern definition of success that's almost entirely attached to our advancement in our career. Don't get me wrong, for us Muslims, working is also very important. In fact, working to gain halal and legitimate earning is considered an act of worship. Every Muslim man and woman must be productive throughout their lives. But the way a Muslim defines success is quite different because it's not limited to life in this world. And to submit to God is to keep with the balanced life He's prescribed for us. One with time to spend on people, on progress in life, and on praying. Muslims are not allowed to sacrifice this balance just for career advancement. Then there's the concept of rizq or provisions. See, many people believe the more they work, the more they will have. But not for Muslims. We believe there's a set amount of provisions for every person that they can earn through working, and that's decided by God. Muslims believe that after the set amount is reached, no amount of working over time will increase their provisions. They may get a bigger check, but lose more money in some other way. Here's how this scholar explains it.
If you struggle like beasts in the wilderness, spinning your wheels trying to make more out of this dunya, you will waste your life and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will still give you what? What has already been assigned to you and no more. No more, right? You can go ahead and spin your wheels all you want, but you will only get what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted you and given you in this world.
In fact, of the ways suggested to increase one's provisions as decided by God, none includes overwork. One way, for instance, is giving money for charitable purposes. Another way is visiting family members and strengthening family ties. Another reason people may work too much is the need to achieve, a need that we believe is placed in human beings for them to advance in life and work towards personal growth. Some have attributed workaholism to the achiever A-type personality. In this case, the issue is not with the personality type, but with where the focus of achievement has been placed. Now, imagine if your focus was to work at your personal growth as a whole, instead of getting that higher position with more pay and prestige, how different you'd plan your life. Every one of us has flaws to fix. Maybe we talk behind each other's backs. Maybe we don't give enough to charities. Maybe we don't spend enough time with our loved ones. According to Islam, this is where that focus for success should be. To get better at performing our duties toward God, towards each other, and towards ourselves. That's why we're advised to think about our day and our deeds every night before we sleep and decide what to repeat and what to avoid the following day. A famous Muslim saying goes, "He whose tomorrow is the same as is today has lost." That's it for this episode of Ways Out. Looking forward to share more with you in the next episode. And remember to work at living.